Is this why you struggle to overcome personal problems? Imagine for a moment that you have a session booked with the world's greatest therapist/genie wish granter, 100% success rate with everyone they've ever seen. And to start, they ask you what you want to get out of the sessions. Like, why are you there? What is it that you want? What would be your answer? Take a moment, pause the video, write it down if you want, really get a sense of this before you carry on. Now, while I was working as a therapist, I asked this question all the time, and there's a pattern in how people tend to answer it. Most of the time, they would usually start with something like, I want to feel less anxious, I want to make fewer mistakes when I whatever, I want to stop procrastinating, I want to stop comfort eating, or I want to doubt myself less. In other words, we tend to speak in negatives when we're asked this question. We focus on the problem, the obstacle first, in the hope that if we can just get past that, then everything will be fine. But what happens if you're cycling down the road and notice a pothole up ahead and focus on it completely in order to try and avoid cycling into it? Well, you either cycle into it anyway, or you worry about it so much that you don't get to enjoy the ride. And it's exactly the same for problems of a cognitive, emotional, or behavioral nature. We tend to get more of what we focus on. It's as simple as that. And that's true regardless of whether we're focusing on the positive or the negative. So when my clients would sit down and say they wanted to feel less of something or to stop doing something else, I would ask them, if you did feel less anxious, what would you feel instead? Or if you did stop procrastinating, how would you behave or act instead? Or if you did stop doubting yourself, what would you be thinking instead? It's the answers to these kinds of questions that will help you to form the map your mind needs to follow in order to get to wherever it is that you want to be, leaving the potholes in the past. So take a look again at the wish you made at the beginning of this video, and if it was negative, go back and ask yourself one of these questions. I would love to hear what you come up with.